Coucou les puces, hello my loves, Marhaba habibetey. So we're gonna get ready today, and as you can see I'm barefaced because we're gonna get ready from like the beginning of our routine. So the one thing that I did do off camera though was I primed. So I used my BECCA backlit priming filter and then my Makeup Forever Step 1 smoothing primer. So those are already on my face, but I thought we'd do like foundation and powder and all that kind of stuff together. So I'm gonna start with my Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation 01. I have been really enjoying this guy, and I will be filming, well, I'm filming it today, the review on it, so you guys will see it soon. But yeah, you guys, it's like 5:30 in the morning right now, just putting that out there. I have an early day and a lot to do, and so I don't know that I'm quite awake. Hopefully we'll get there. This is the Real Techniques complexion sponge, and I've really been enjoying using it for my foundation recently. What was I going to say? Oh, today is going to be kind of a chatty video, so I just thought I would put that disclaimer out there. I think we talked about this in a Get Ready With Me a couple weeks ago, where I asked you guys of like, you had a go-to type of makeup look. And if that, not go-to, but like, were you more into neutrals, were you more into brights, does that change at all for you? And so this is kind of, this look is going to be a more neutral one, and it's one that I have been wearing a lot more recently. What am I going to say? There's just been a lot more adulting going on. I told you guys, I don't know how good of an idea it is to film this early in the morning. So I've had kind of like more serious either interviews or appointments or like meetings at the bank and whatever, and I just didn't feel super comfortable wearing like blue eyeshadow and green lipstick and whatever to those venues, but I still wanted to wear makeup, and not necessarily to like look pulled together or presentable or anything, but like makeup at some point becomes kind of like my armor. It's what makes me feel like me even when I'm feeling out of my depth, and it makes me feel strong, and I love it. I also love the like ritual of sitting down and putting makeup on, right? So it gives me something for 30 to 45 minutes in the morning before a big day or a big meeting or something stressful, where I can just be me and enjoy it and go through that all, right? So I have been opting for something slightly more neutral. I'm still wearing like 4 tons of blush and lots of highlighter, but this kind of a look is something that I've really been enjoying, and thought I'd sit down and chit chat and get ready and do it all with you guys. Okay, and then I'm going to do concealer. So this is the MAC Mineralized concealer. I think it's an NW15. And then I'm going to put that underneath my eyes. I really like this concealer. I find that it's nice and hydrating. I was having issues. I was using the Collections concealer, the one everyone raves about that you can only get in the UK. I was using that for a while and I really enjoyed it, but the problem was I was getting super dry in my under eye area. So I've moved back to this one. I've also been using that new Manuka Doctor, well, new to me, Manuka Doctor eye cream, and I feel like the combo of the two, I look like a crazy person, the combo of the two is really useful. So I'm going to take my complexion sponge, I'll just slip the other side, and then pat that in. I've also felt like this complexion sponge business, or like beauty blender, or just like face sponge, has really helped me achieve the kind of base, like foundation, concealer, that kind of stuff, that I've been craving. I think with when I was using brushes, even though I was spot cleaning them every day, or every other day, there was still product that was getting caught up in there, and it wasn't blending everything out as effortlessly or as like seamlessly as I wanted. Things were looking kind of cakey. So if you're like me and you've been resistant to go the way of the beauty sponge, give it a shot and see what you think, because You might actually like it more than you suspect you will. My favorite setting powder at the moment is from the Paloma palette. I mean, this is the NARS NARSisisst palette, but this white powder, this like beigey powder that I use is part of the NARS Paloma duo. I'm going to take my E48 from Morphe and use that to set my under eye. I was looking online to see kind of what the price point of that duo is. That one has, like, it has the bronzer, the contour, and the, I think they technically would call it a highlight, but I think it's more like a setting powder. The only issue with it, I mean, the price isn't low, but the issue with it is that the powder itself, like the white one, oh my gosh, you guys know what I mean, the light one, it is such a small sliver, like it's the large bronzer and then the smaller setting powder, and I don't know that that would actually be enough, so I'm hoping I don't run out of this guy anytime soon, because I might have to go through like a couple of those compacts. Or I wish NARS would just sell the, what do you call it? Would just sell the, like the powder on this in and of itself. I'm going to take my Armani Luminous Silk Powder Foundation in shade 2. Can we talk about this panage? Which is in some ways super exciting, and in some ways I'm like, this is an expensive powder. I don't really feel like spending the money on it. I will. I love it. But you know what? The other day I was buying a birthday gift for a friend at the Tom Ford counter, and I was having a look around the counter, and it looks like they've got a powder foundation. Have any of you guys tried it? I'm kind of curious to see. Oh, this is the Morphe E41 brush. I'm kind of curious to see if that one is any good. It's not any cheaper. I'm the girl that likes to try all kinds of new and different products, so I thought, hey, maybe there's some something there. Okay, the next thing that is going to make an appearance in this video is the Ita brush by NARS. So I've told you guys about this like way back at the beginning of my channel. I'm just going to take the NARS powder. Let's do Laguna today. I like Paloma, but I'm going to do something a little bit cooler, so I'm going to take Laguna. Not cooler like, ooh, I'm so cool. Like cooler as in a cool color. Cooler complected, you know. I told you guys about this one, like I reviewed it when it first, like, officially released. Okay, not like first release, but it had been out and no one could get their hands on it, and then they kind of released it again. I first bought it then, and I reviewed it. If I can find that review, I'll link it down below. And I was not impressed. I felt like it shed, and it was scratchy, and it just, I don't know, I didn't really like it. I have been using it again, though. I've got to say, I kind of changed my mind about it. So I will be filming a review. If it has gone up before this video, I'll link it down below. But I actually have really been enjoying it. So typically with these looks, I've been wearing more peachy blush. Peach is just a color that I can get away with. I want to go a little bit more coral today. So I'm going to start with Damselfly from BECCA. And you guys know me. And the blush, I just go for it. This is the E58 from Morphe. I used to think that this was the one that like Jaclyn Hill talks about all the time and loves. And I was kind of surprised because it's a big brush, so it puts on a lot of blush. No, she talks about a different one that's much smaller. I like this one though, because like I told you, I like 4 tons of blush. But that's just me. Okay, I'm going to top it with a little bit of, oh my gosh, what are they called? I think these are just 1, 2, 3, and then Goulet. So I'm going to top it with a little bit of this guy. Another thing I've been really enjoying doing is layering blush. In one way it's cool because it, again, I like to wear a lot of blush and it creates cool color combos, but also when you have as much makeup as we do, it's nice to use multiple products. That way you feel like you're actually using more of the stuff that you have. I don't know that I would ever finish a blush though. Do any of you guys that have like larger collections, have you guys finished a blush, and what blush was that? Let me know if that happens. I think I have a bunch and I like don't use the same one 2 days in a row, so I doubt that I would ever actually go through an entire blush pan. But let me know if you guys have, that'd be cool. Okay, so one of my favorite highlighters at the moment is the Kat Von D Crushed Metal Eyeshadow in Thunderstruck. I think I told you guys in a favorites video, but I love this because it's a distinctive color, like you can see, but once you blend it blends in really nice, and it's not like such a harsh, crazy kind of delineation on the face. Some of my more intense highlighters don't blend in as well. This is the E20 brush from Morphe, but do you see, this is the kind of brush that no one's like, you don't want a fan brush. This is the kind of brush you want for highlight, so we can actually see it on your face, and I'm like, yes, total game changer. If I haven't said it already, I'll link her channel down. And the final step for the face is the Guerlain Meteorite. I use the pressed version, and then the Inglot 16BJF brush. Again, exciting panage happening there. And I'm just gonna kind of pat, kind of blend everything together. This is not necessarily the softest brush known to mankind, but I like how dense it is. I like how it kind of packs the last stage of finishing powder in. I really enjoy it. Okay, so then we've gotten to the eyes, and usually at this point I'm either wanting to keep myself from going crazy, so I'm not going to pick out a palette because it'll get into an accidental smoky eye really quick, or I'm just like running out of time. So in that way also keeping it simple helps, because it's not going to take me 20 minutes to do my eye look, it'll just take me a couple. So the product that I've reached for the most often has been the Eyes to Mesmerize in Antoinette. And when I say the most often, like, I mean like twice in the last month. Like usually twice or 3 times. Like I usually don't reach for the same products too many days in a row. But this one is kind of one that I've reached for more than usual. It's beautifully pigmented, really easy to blend. You can use your fingers, or you can use like a nice dense brush. The one that I sometimes use is the Real Techniques Base Shadow Brush. I find that one really gorgeous. So, yeah. I like these guys. You don't necessarily have to set them. I might have said it was something a little bit today, just because I told you I can't do. This is why if I ever film a look, if I ever do a makeup look that's you know, complicated or has steps, or it looks like it'll be a fun one, I try to film the like get ready with me right away, because if you guys request it and I have to go back in and do it, I don't know why I have a hard time sitting and doing it again the same way, so it ends up being a little bit different. Where was I going with the story? I don't even know. Oh yeah, so even though I've worn just as eyeshadow alone maybe once or twice, we're gonna change it up a little bit today. So nothing crazy. I'm just gonna add a little bit of Deeply Dashing Pressed Pigment from MAC, and again I'm just gonna use my finger. But I love this guy. It gives like a wet, kind of foiled look to the eye. I mean, the cream shadow that we used underneath it already kind of has that effect, but I like to layer product. Okay, in the waterline I'm going to keep it blank, especially because I've been sick recently, so to be like genuine to what I've been doing, my eyes have been watering. It's been no fun to do any kind of liner, but I am going to take my sleek eyebrow pencil. I told you guys how much I've been enjoying this, and I love the price point of it. It reminds me of the new Anastasia, what is it, the brow definer that they came out with, but at a fraction of the price, which is really, really nice. I think next time I'm in the UK, I'm going to stock up on these. I don't like filling my eyebrows crazy, you guys will see. I'm going to try to stay high enough so you can actually see what I'm doing. Usually like I bend down too far and it's hard to see on camera. So brow pencils usually last me about a year actually. So I'm hoping to get to a trip down to the UK in the summer, and if that happens I'll get 2 or 3 of these, so I should be set for a while. To be fair though, I think Sleek Makeup actually has some pretty good shipping deals if you're in the US. Usually here in Canada we're out of luck. It's like, oh, just pay crazy amounts for shipping. I don't know what it is. I have such a hang up with paying for shipping. Like, come on now. It's ridiculous. But I think if you're in the US, they have some good deals, like if you spend over X amount, shipping is free or whatever. So that's nice. I'm like such an idiot. Trying to do brows and talk at the same time. It's challenging. Okay, I'm going to set them with my Anastasia Brow Wiz. I've yet to find, to be fair, I haven't really looked that hard. I've yet to find like a dupe for this at a cheaper price. This is honestly like hairspray, like heavy duty pageant queen hairspray for your eyelashes, for your eyebrow hairs. I love it. And I have like long straggly eyebrow hairs, Maybelline Lush Sensational Luscious. Let's do it. And I need them to kind of be long. Like I get them trimmed every so often when I get my brows done, but I need them to be kind of long because I comb them over to like help in the areas where I'm growing out my brows. So I need them to stay long, but I also need them to stay in place. So something like the a brow gel from Anastasia is perfect. Can we talk about this mascara? I love it so much. Okay, I might finish the rest of my mascara off camera because I do like 3 layers. And I'll come right back to you guys to do lips together. So on the lips, I ended up being super quiet while I was putting it on, so I was like, oh, I'll just tell you guys. I put on the Ofra Cosmetics Miami Fever liquid lipstick and then my Clé Peau Gloss number 2 in the middle. Usually when I wear like a liquid lipstick, I like the matte look, so I leave it matte, but the eyes were so glowy that I felt like it needed something. On the days that, again, I'm doing this kind of a look, I pick one of 2 kinds of lipstick. So I either pick like a long wearing lipstick, like a liquid lipstick that I know is not going to budge all day, or I'll wear like kind of a more neutral color, or even something like those Katy Kat matte lipsticks, not the red or the like maroony shades, but even some of the fuchsia shades in there. The way they wear off throughout the day is very gentle, and it doesn't look patchy. So while like my MO is a blue lipstick, on days like this I wear something slightly more maybe neutral, because I'm out all day, I'm usually having lunch, or I'm drinking water or whatever, and I don't want to be stressed. Like it's a big long day, I don't want to be stressed about touching up my lipstick. I still think you can look badass in a neutral lipstick, and I think that this is not a boring combo, but it is something different. And so in talking about kind of different kinds of makeup looks that have been my jam recently, I thought I would mention that. Anyways, that is it. Thank you if you made it to the end of this ramble. Get ready with me. Thank you for hanging out. I will talk to you guys soon. Before I leave you, let's do 3 points of positivity. My first point of positivity is kind of very chatty, full face. Get ready with me. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm going to try maybe to intersperse them in to our normal, like just get ready with me looks here in the future. My second point of positivity is this lip combo. I've actually never worn these 2 together, but it's making me really excited. And then my third point of positivity is feeling a lot more like awake and ready for the day now that I've like gotten ready with you guys. So yeah, that is it for me today. As always, please let me know what's making you guys smile. Thank you for hanging out. I will talk to you guys ever so soon, but before I leave you, as always, let me remind you that life is just way too short to wear a boring lipstick. Bye guys.